And thank you to the real ones in my DMs and our comments letting me know I was a Jeopardy question. Queen Emma has the clip. Let's see it.
Debuting in 2024, Not Gonna Lie stars this future sister-in-law of Taylor Swift. Her name is Kylie Kelce.
Exactly. Nobody knew it. And that is how I like it. Okay. This was a great reference point. People shouldn't know who I am. I would like to add, because this was information that was shared with me in my DMs. Everyone knows this is code for DMs. And it was shared with me that one of the individuals who was playing is actually from Philadelphia. And I think that people were telling me that as if to be like, everyone from Philadelphia should know you. Wrong. My house growing up was a Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune house. We watched it every single night. We loved both shows. My mom is crazy good at Wheel of Fortune. My dad is randomly good at Jeopardy because he likes to know a lot of random facts and has them stored away for that exact purpose, for showing them at the TV. My dad was very excited to see it. He was watching Jeopardy at home by himself when it happened. And I was dropping my mom off and he came bolting out the front door and showed me the video like this in my face and said, "You got to see this." And I was like, okay, perfect. And now that we've addressed Jeopardy, coming up on today's episode, I'm going to get honest about Mother's Day, my favorite presents from the girls, and my official, trust me, this is the shit she actually wants Mother's Day gift guide. Oh no. We've also got a stacked doom scroll featuring the mother of all sea lions, who honestly may not be a mother or even a female. You guessed it. It's Chonkers. You missed it. You should have done it. You should have rally horned Chonkers. Chonkers. Nope. We know how much some of you listeners really enjoy that sound, so we're just going to keep that in there. After that, I'm going to be joined by the youngest woman to win gold in snowboarding at the Olympics, one of Time 100's most influential people this year, a fellow NFL partner, and someone I have no business speaking to. It's Chloe Kim. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. But first, let's start things off with a little Can I Be Honest? Brought to you by Apple Pay. This week, can I be honest about Mother's Day? I don't know, can I? Oh no. This is my second Mother's Day as a mom of 4 girls. It feels like a Sunday. I'm so bad at this kind of stuff. It falls very much in line with my experience of birthdays. I don't need to be the center of attention, nor do I want to be. And so really, and I popped onto the other podcast this week for a little pop-in about Mother's Day. And one of the things that we discussed very briefly was what I would like for Mother's Day. My first answer was nothing, which is probably the wrong answer. And then we got to, I love brunch. I would love to do brunch. And 20 minutes of silence. I want 20 minutes of silence. Maybe an hour. Whoa. Dream big. Last year, we did go out for brunch. It was lovely. We got to enjoy a delicious meal at Tallulah's. It was great. I loved it. But Finney was still pretty fresh at that point. So it was a lot of trying to get my boob out of my dress and not show other people. And so that's always an experience, when you're trying to just keep your titties to yourself. Should I say that? Should I say titties? I said titties. Now I've said it 3 times. I'm going to move on. The girls typically, now that 3 of them are in school, I will most likely receive handmade cards or pieces of artwork, which I love. I love that so much because they're so excited to show you. I do make it a point to celebrate with my mom because she's my mom and it's Mother's Day and I love her and she's amazing and I want to be a fraction of the mom that she is. And if I can do that, then I'm going to call it a success. I love Lolise and I will sing her praises until the end of time. That being said, I want her to feel loved and appreciated on Mother's Day too, even though she is very much the mom, which is walking green flag of like, well, I'm in my grandmother era. Now it's your turn to do Mother's Day as like mother. Very sweet. Shout out to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to all of the moms. And if you have tiny humans, I hope you get some quiet time to yourself. If you are on a journey to get yourself a tiny human, but have not yet gotten there, ladies, Mother's Day comes every year, and I hope that you get to celebrate it very soon. For anyone who is actively choosing to not in their life ever participate in a Mother's Day because that's not their journey, power to fucking you. And that does it for Can I Be Honest, brought to you by Apple Pay. Now let's get into a new edition of Doom Scroll of the Week. First up, the real ones have heard all my warnings by now when it comes to my husband. If you haven't, it's mine. It's mine. But I think I'm going to have to give this tiny real one a pass. Can we know the clip? Your favorite?
Jason Kelce.
Who?
Jason Kelce.
Oh, I'm telling Kylie Kelce. She's not going to be happy with you. Her face when she said, I'm going to tell Kylie Kelce, her face whipped back around and was like, you said what? Why are you going to do that, rat? That was good. Here's the deal. I'm a sucker. With 4 daughters, you hit me with a smirk like that, I'm like, okay, maybe you can have them. You can't, but you were very cute, and it almost convinced me. Now, shout out to this mom, a real one, on the deepest level. She was going to rat out her own kid. Also, the caption here was, she must have seen Cowboy Kelce. Girl, same. Let me tell you, I hate the Cowboys. I save the word hate for special things. I hate the Cowboys. My husband in that Cowboy yet? Don't play. Now, I love that this child knows my husband's name. I don't know that my children would be able to tell you players at all. There's certain players that we can talk about and they will say, oh, who's that? Lane Johnson and Jordan Mailata are on our fridge. Why, you might ask? Because we had the Philly Special Christmas magnets and they are still up on our fridge. So occasionally we will talk about Mr. Lane and Mr. Jordan. We're focused on more the team as a whole right now. I need them to understand that Dallas sucks and that the Eagles, whenever we see someone with Eagles stuff on, we can say go Birds and they will say it back. And those are the things that we're emphasizing. They all know the Eagles fight song, except for Finney, obviously, but we're ready. Next up, as an animal nerd, it's probably no surprise to the real ones that I am one of many fangirls of the 2,000 pound, 2,000 pound stellar sea lion making himself at home in San Fran. Yeah, I said it. San Francisco. I know I'm going to piss people off when I say San Francisco. Let's see this unit.
And watch what happens when he hops out. All the little ones have to scramble to get out of the way. I don't know if you saw that in time, but now he's pushing them into the water, causing a big ruckus. And now he's just like, that's right. I'm in charge here. Chonkers, hard to miss.
Yep. So for those of you who haven't seen Chonkers, experts have said that he's, quote, probably very food motivated. He has been there for a month, and that is actually a good sign that there's plenty to eat in that area. I don't know what she means by that, but whatever. Experts believe that Chonkers actually swam 30 miles to get there. And the bay waters are more shallow than the open sea, where sea lions can avoid predators and more easily track prey like anchovies and rockfish. I think the thought of Chonkers trying to avoid predators is funny. That's funny to me. Chonkers is a predator. That's rude. I shouldn't say that. Chonkers is, I think he's pretty high up on the food chain. Everyone wants to talk about how the docks rock when he jumps up on them. And I think that that is a funny point to make because we can see the docks and it feels like you're shaming him a little bit. Stop fat shaming Chonkers. Okay. Cut it out. Stop fat shaming him. He's perfect exactly how he is. Also, I'm pretty sure that that one of the videos that I saw, because I've seen a couple at this point, I'm pretty sure one of them said that a male Steller sea lion is typically 1,000 pounds. And I'm gonna reiterate that his estimated weight is 2,000 pounds. He's nailing it. Fucking Chonkers, am I right? God damn. For any of you wondering, if you ever need to decide whether or not an animal is a seal or a sea lion, lions, like an actual raw lion. I said what I said. A lion has ears. Okay. Remember that, because a sea lion has these teeny tiny little ears on the side of their heads. A seal does not. You're welcome. That's my quick fun fact. And last scroll, these parents are asking for advice on how not to laugh when your kid says something fucked up, but objectively hilarious. Oh, I had to do this the other day. Go ahead, Queen Emma. It says, no one told me I would need acting classes for parenting. Now, are y'all disciplining young, disrespectful comedians with a straight face? First of all, I literally had to have a straight face the other day. Bennett was in one of her plays, and by that I mean she was in the corner acting out a whole scenario by herself. And she said, I'm fucking mad. Why would you put the glitter there? And I not only didn't acknowledge it, I let her continue on her play. She said it one more time. I left it alone. I didn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I let that happen in the play kitchen where it was meant to stay. She wasn't talking to me. Who am I to interrupt? It's not going to be me. She did that. I let it ride. And afterwards, she came over like nothing happened. She got it out of her system, and that's fine. Now, was she playing out a parallel scenario to something that had happened 2 days before? Yes, she was. Because my older children had reached for the glitter tubes that I thought were out of reach of children. But it turns out my children are giants. Wonder why. And my oldest reached them and then convinced her two younger sisters to open up all of the vials of glitter and dump them inside of the Barbie house, the doll house that they have. Guys, you can't get rid of glitter. It's with you for life. I don't like glitter. We only had it because we were trying to make a school project fancy. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be allowed to cross the threshold of my front door. But they found it and they dumped it. And I did not say to them, I'm fucking mad. I said it on the phone later. I didn't think she heard me, but apparently she did. I was having a grown-up conversation that apparently she felt she needed to reenact 2 days later. So I had to keep a straight face. And I pretended like it wasn't happening. Now, outside of that one moment, I do typically try to tell my kids like a quick check-in of like, hey, yikes, grown-up word. Not for you. Those are for grown-ups. And that's it, because sometimes that's all I can muster up. And I'm okay with that. They're okay. I think it gives them a sense of humor. I'm going to keep saying that. I'm going to go with it. Whatever. Now, the exciting part about this clip is that, of course, as always, you're going to need to get your behind to the comment section because you don't want to miss it. Okay. Now, one comment said, my kid called my brother a pussy the other day. He's 35. his 35-year-old uncle. What am I supposed to do? Not laugh? You've created another human to pick on your brother so that your lift is lighter. Okay? Of course you're supposed to laugh. What the fuck do you think you're supposed to do? God. Someone else said, no, seriously, one of the hardest parts. Or when my boys roast each other, I want to be like, damn, got him. But I have to tell them it's not nice. Oh, God. The other day, Bennett bit Wyatt. And I told Benny to go to the steps, and Wyatt looked at me and she said, you don't even care that she bit me. And he said, I do care because I sent her to the step. And Ellie goes, yeah, but that was karma. Nope. I had to do everything in my power to not say what she said and give her a little fist bump. Have I done it before? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Sometimes I get a little petty. Sometimes the feeling strikes me and I'm like, you know what? Thank you for saying what I couldn't. And I give her a little fist bump. Yep. That does it for Doom Scroll of the Week. Next up, in classic Type C mom fashion, I figured now, 3 days away from Mother's Day, would be the perfect time to give the real ones my official Mother's Day gift guide brought to you by DoorDash. Guys, I'm not going to bullshit you, okay? So I present my Trust Me, this is the shit she actually wants guide to Mother's Day. Number 1, big emphasis on this one. It's top of the list for a reason. It's nobody needs me time. Yes, nobody needs me. I'm not going to the potty with you to sit on the tub and listen to your stories right now. I'm not going to wipe your butt. I'm not going to fill your water bottle. I'm not going to open your snack. I'm not going to get the giant snack bin down. I'm not going to wash you an apple. I'm not going to help you wash your hands. I'm not going to get up off of my seat. I'm not going to share my water with you. I'm going to eat my whole snack and you don't get a single bite. It's nobody needs me time. Okay? I want to get horizontal and I want to be left alone. Hopefully outside, maybe inside if weather does not allow. Okay? I want to be alone. Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. And really, the key is that I don't want to be needed. So if someone bonks their knee, I want you to go to dad for a make it better kiss, okay? If you have just an absolutely pressing question, okay? If you have to know what happened to the red crayon that you broke in half and peeled the other side of 3 months ago on a Tuesday, I want you to ask somebody else. Number 2, sleep. Now, Queen Emma said 8 full hours. That's unrealistic. So let's say 6. Here's the crazy part. Let's shoot for uninterrupted. That. The idea of uninterrupted sleep feels like a completely foreign concept to my brain and our current state of life. But I want it. Because when Finny wakes up and she decides that it's actually not 1 a.m., that it's actually party time, and she wants to pat the dog on the butt and laugh about it until 4 a.m., I'd like to opt out of that, please. Number 3. Oof, this is a good one. Silence. Give mom silence. I'm telling you, just go. This is going to be, I'm going to say it, it's going to be aggressive. Go away. Go away and take the noisy little gremlins with you. We love them. We love them, okay? We made them with our own bodies. But get out of the house. I'm kidding. Maybe not get out of the house, but definitely get far enough away that I can't hear you. This is so bad. Number 4, a full day of mom gets to pick. I think this is important. because this morning in the car on the way to school was the perfect example. Wyatt picked a song, then Ellie picked a song, and then Benny asked for 3 songs, one of which we never listened to and 2 of which we had just listened to. So I decided to put on a little Olivia Dean, okay? And I was met with quite the argument. And I said, well, everybody else got to pick a song. And Elliot said, Bennett didn't. And so I got vetoed. To be fair, I not jokingly, between you and me, I said, okay, let me look for the song she's asking for. First of all, I'm driving a car. I'm not looking for the song that you're asking me to look for. Second, it takes a little while to look for the song. So by that point, we had gotten 3/4 of the way through the song I had picked. And so I kind of won that one. My whole point here is it's a long-winded way of saying, as moms, we often get vetoed. We get vetoed for Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. We get vetoed for Miss Rachel. We get vetoed for listening to Wheels on the Bus in the car. And we could be listening to Ludacris. You know what I mean? It just, number 5. And this is a very important one. Food. Specifically, her favorite foods or foods that she would pick. Okay. This is not one of those instances where you think to yourself, let's try that restaurant that I heard about from this friend of mine that she has never referenced. She doesn't like the cuisine and we're not doing that. And then here's the important. Don't make her share. Okay. If she's going to hear the little voice, can I have some? Can I have some? I have some. I have some. No. You do not have some. The great news on this one is that DoorDash makes this kind of thing extremely easy. You can get mom's favorite foods delivered this Mother's Day right to your door, all courtesy of DoorDash. This makes a lot of sense because sometimes, an example of me, right? I might want coffee from one place, pancakes from another, and later on, Wegmans chocolate cake. You know what I mean? And you could double dash it. Let's do that. Amazing. Number 6. Next, if we're talking about traditional gifts, anything sentimental or homemade, I think that these are the sweetest little keepsakes. I think it's so cute when the kids get excited about what they made for you. And like I said earlier, you get to get excited with them. It is one of the cutest things I've ever witnessed. And I feel like parents will understand this. If you know, you know, okay? When a kid shows you artwork that they've made and you can guess correctly on who the person is or what the animal is, and their face lights up with like this, I knew I nailed it. There is something so special about that. And now, like Ellie right now draws me with 2 hairs down by the side, a little swoopy hair here, and then a bun on top of my head. It's just a little ball that she scribbles on top of my head. Every single time I see it now, I'm like, is that me? And she's like, it is. Thank you so much for noticing. It's perfect. Number 7, the literal opposite of number 6. Okay. Expensive shit. Okay. This is not for me. This is me trying to take into consideration what other women might want. I'm not an expensive shit kind of girly. I know I'll either lose it or break it. It's the same way I look at a white sweatshirt. Okay. We're not meant to live together. I'm not prepared for that responsibility, but you know who might be? The mother in your life. Okay. Get her some diamond earrings. Okay. Get her some beautiful dainty jewelry. Get her a handbag. I don't know. You know what she likes. You live with her. She is responsible for being a mother to tiny human beings. I think you can buy her some expensive shit. I think you can. She might have grown those human beings herself. Okay. She might have created them with her own body. And one step further, they might look like you. Get her some expensive shit. And the last thing on the gift guide, anything but a random ass lotion set she's never seen before in her life. Okay, this one I feel strongly about. This one I feel very strongly about. Do not get her. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Do we need to say this? Do people not know this? Do not get a variety pack of lotions from a brand she has never talked about or does not currently own. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't go to Sephora or Ulta and walk in and get duped by the pretty rack near the door. Also, just a reminder, if she asked for things specifically, do that. This gets us right back to like the baby registry, wedding registry thing. If someone's willing to go through the exercise of telling you what they want, you should listen. That's it for my Mother's Day gift guide brought to you by DoorDash. Oh no.
We have a little surprise clip here. We're going to see if you get mad at me or not for it. Are you excited?
No.
Okay. Well, it's a message from someone very special.
Hi, Kai. I'm sure you're surprised to hear my voice. And I just wanted to take a moment to tell you how much I appreciate and am inspired by all that you're doing to champion so many things for women and most especially for moms. I know that they're appreciating your honesty and candid humor about motherhood and life in general.
Oh,
you know it is a true gift to be able to make others laugh, which you do. I'm so proud of what you are doing in front of the camera and more so behind the scenes to help others. Your ability to do all of that and then be a mom to 4 beautiful girls is simply a cherry on top. Thank you for inspiring so many people, but mostly thank you for filling my heart each and every day. Happy Mother's Day. I love you.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you try to get me cry? To be fair, none fell, but you almost got me. I had to remove my headphones so that I wouldn't get messed up. Here's the deal. Let me just address this. First of all, my mother's biased. Okay. She made me. Let's start there. Second, I would not be able to do what I do without my mother. And I know that I've said it on here before. I know that not everyone has been fortunate enough to have a mom in their life the way that I have. I know a lot of different people, including within my own family, who don't have the opportunity to enjoy a relationship with their mom in the way that I do. So I am extremely fortunate to have my mom. I would not be able to do this. I also wouldn't be the person that I am without my mother. I got my opinion and my swear words from my mother. So if you have a problem with me swearing, you can take it up with little Lisa. I'm gonna tell you right now, she's 5'2". She scared the shit out of me. Good luck. Seriously though, I love my mother. And most importantly, at this phase in our lives, she is the support that I need to be able to navigate motherhood. And also she is the most, one of the most important people in our kids' lives. They know that my mom is safe space. They know that they can ask Nana for anything. They know that she will be honest with them and that she will support them and love them and always forgive them no matter what. And so those qualities make it really, really special to have my mom around and in our girls' lives. We couldn't do the things that we do without my mom. We wouldn't be able to travel. I wouldn't be able to podcast. I also wouldn't have my sass and wit. If it weren't for that lady. That was fucked up. You know what's fucked up? That was fucked up. Okay. There's
it's a big
that.
Swing. Yeah.
That was fucked up, Emma. I thought you were in here because you were going to rally horn chonkers, and now we're just fucking trying to get me to cry. That's nice. I can't wait to call my mother after this. Tell her, how dare you conspire with fucking Emma.
Isn't it great we have each other's numbers now?
Trash. Wow, that was fucked up. Okay. I almost cried, but I stopped myself. All right.